Well, it's been a while since I've made a video. I haven't even aired many that I've put together, just haven't had time to edit a whole lot. But I picked up a watch not too long ago. Mainly I just wanted to wear it and feel the difference between it and the Turtle, the SRP 789. I've been wearing this watch off and on since about 2017. I bought it new. Been on several adventures, I suppose, with me, and keeps decent time. I think I've talked about this before. I'll show it here in a close-up in just a second. But I picked up this this Samurai, the Seiko. Here, I'm gonna put it underneath this camera. It's the Seiko SBDY 019. This is called the Special Edition Save the Ocean, I think, Samurai. On the back it just says Special Edition, and of course the 4R35 movement. It's a unique watch. I've seen them before. I'm not sure when they first came out, but this unique case design just has always intrigued me, and I was just curious as to how it would wear in comparison. Let me take this my Turtle off, and we can kind of look at them side to side just to kind of compare. I've had a love-hate with the Turtles, honestly. They wear fine. It's just bulky, and it's just a bulky watch. It is what it is. They've just kind of been this way, and so. But I wanted to see how it would fare up against this this Samurai, and so I bought the Samurai used. Bought it at a pawn shop. Wore it, I don't know, a week or so. It keeps good time. It's almost the same movement as the Turtle. The Turtle has the 4R36 movement, hacking plus or minus 35-45 seconds a day. Mine keeps a little bit better time than that. It's not incredibly great time. The Turtle has the day-date complication in the 4R36, and the SBDY, or the Samurai, has the 4R35, which only features the date complication. Both have incredible loom. Like I said, I've talked about the Turtle before, so I'm just going to move it out of the way and put it back on my wrist maybe, and then talk just briefly about this the Samurai. And so, like I said, it has the date complication. It has the it's 40-hour power reserve, 21,600 vibrations per minute. It's pretty standard for this style watch. 43 by 43 is what it measures out, and it's about 13.4 millimeters thick. Screw down crown, hacking movement as you would expect. 22 millimeter bracelet. The bracelet integrates very nicely with this case. You know, I think I remember reading somewhere, somebody made a comment that, you know, you have all these sharp lines on the case itself, and then you move into or transition into the bracelet, and the bracelet's the same bracelet, I suppose, as the Turtle has. I don't have my Turtle bracelet over here, but it's more rounded edges, and so that was one thing that I'd read as far as complaints go, that it did not match. But if somebody hadn't said that, I probably would never even remember it. Wears nicely, actually very nice. Case back, I probably should have taken this bracelet off to show it a little bit, but this one is marked with the special edition little stamp. You can see it right underneath the Seiko, and then the normal case back markings that you see there. The bezel on this, when I bought this watch, I should have videoed the process. This thing, you could not even turn the bezel at all. It was filthy, and so I ran it under soapy warm water for a while and loosened up. And it's actually a very smooth bezel. It's probably better than this one. Get that to focus. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better than the Turtle. So good movement. Hardlex crystal, as is the norm for this level of watch. just a good watch overall. Let me see if I can show a little bit of the loom. It's kind of hard. Here I've got all my lights on, and so let me just, so you can kind of see the loom on these things is just incredible. Seiko does an incredible job with their loom, and so you just can't hardly beat it. But I thought while I was making this video, this larger, 43, 44 millimeter case, I've got a couple of other Seikos that honestly I bought them several years ago. I'm going to lay these out right here. Let me see if I can adjust my camera here. I bought these other two that I'm about to pull out quite a few years ago, and honestly forgot for a while that I had them. Actually, before I pulled those out, I went ahead and got my vintage turtle out. This is the 70, let me look at it, 6309 7049 turtle. This one's from 1986. I've had this one not since new. Like I said, I've talked about this one before, and so I'm not going to go into great depth. So June of '86 is the date on this turtle. But just so you can see, it's about the same as the new turtle. I've got it on an Uncle Seiko bracelet, very comfortable, but I just thought I would pull that one out. But the two that I want to throw into the mix today, because I've never reviewed them before, I don't think they've ever made a video of mine. These are called the Poor Man's Sub, and so let me just adjust this camera. For some reason that thing is, there we go, maybe that's a little bit better. These are the black one is the SKX 031. These are 40 millimeter cases, maybe 39.5, but 40 millimeter cases with the crown at the 3 o'clock position versus the 4 o'clock position on the turtle. Both these are, the black one is the SKX 031, the Pepsi is the 033. They both have the 7S26 movement in them. The case backs on these are marked 7S260040, 21 jewel movements, good movement, workhorse for Seiko for a lot of years, 41-hour power reserve. But I bought these from the same individual several years ago, and they're both used watches. I think these are the last. I made these in 08 and 09 or something. These are the last of the 100 millimeter depth watches that have a screw down crown. I think all the others for that depth rating just have a pull out crown. But I bought them from this gentleman who he said he had done some modding, or maybe a friend of his had. This one has some marks on the shoulder of the case. You can see it just a little bit right there. And this one has a domed sapphire crystal. Under certain conditions, you can see the colors on that sapphire crystal, the AR coating, I'm guessing. And this one just has the standard crystal on it. Case backs on these, you won't be able to see the one on the Pepsi version hardly, but they're very plain compared to like the SKX 007 or 009 that you see, just flat and smooth. I'm not a fan of these straps at all, but my intent originally was to wear them for a little bit and then just sell them, just to kind of see what I thought. But I'm having second thoughts about this Pepsi. I may hang on to it just for a little bit. I actually never wore it. The strap still has the plastic protective on it. I don't know. Like I said, I bought them from this individual as kind of as a set, and this is the way it came. And I never obviously took it out of the box hardly. I just set it on the shelf, and something came about, and I just forgot all about it. But like I said, I wanted to kind of show them side by side and kind of give you my take on them. When I bought them, the turtle size 44 millimeter, samurai size 44-ish millimeter, these were actually kind of smaller watches compared to what a lot of people were wearing at the time. But this is as big as I wanted to go. But since then, watches have started to get a little bit smaller, more reasonable size. And so the 40 millimeter doesn't look bad at all anymore. It feels kind of normal. From time to time, I will wear. Let's see, I've got my Storm and Norman, my Seiko from 1985 that I'll wear, and it's a 42 millimeter, give or take. But I will, every once in a while, I'll break out this old Hamilton from '73, and it is actually a hair smaller than, you can't hardly tell in the video, but the case is just a different shape. But it's a little bit smaller, and it doesn't feel strange really to wear it. Fits well as I drop it, but it's just a good watch. So all that to say, I'm thinking about giving these another chance, or giving them a first chance. Let's see where I put my, let's see what the loom looks like in this. I'm sure it's just good Seiko loom. Samurai loom is incredible. Turtle loom. Shut. So you can kind of see that loom on these. Just nice. But like I said, I think I'm gonna give this this poor man's sub a chance and just kind of see what I think about it. Since it's already got that mark on the case, I'm not so worried about damage. I'm pretty careful when I wear one of these watches. If I'm doing work, I'll throw on an old Timex or a G-Shock. But that's really about it. So let me just kind of cover some of that information one more time as I'm talking about these watches. So the poor man's sub, it has the 7S26 41-hour power reserve. Great watch, Hardlex crystal, 40 millimeter case, 21 jewels, and then of course the Pepsi version of it, exactly the same, just different color, and this one's on a bracelet. And then the Samurai, what kind of started all things off, SBDY 019 special edition Samurai. And like I said, when you look at them up online, they say save the oceans. 4R35 movement, one complication with the date. 40-hour power reserve, plus or minus 35 to 45 seconds a day. These run a little bit better than that, and you can fine-tune them just a little bit. 43 millimeters, 44 millimeters on the Turtle 4R36, and these two are hacking. These two are not. These two you can hand wind. These two you cannot. So there you have it. Just a quick look, mainly at the Samurai, kind of comparing it to the Turtle. And then a brief look at these Seiko version of the sub. So most of that was hopefully looking at the video. Of close-ups of the watches, because that's really what people want to see anyway whenever they're looking at these videos. But thanks again for tuning in. Hope that this is useful. I throw out these specs so that you can know a little bit, maybe hear a little bit about them. I don't get too wrapped up into that. To me, it's how does the watch fit on my wrist? Do I enjoy wearing it? And that's really what it comes down to. So I hope maybe this will help you make a decision of what it feels like. Well, speaking of putting one on the wrist, let me go ahead and throw this poor man's sub on, and I can kind of, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can walk. It's not too bad. And then let me put it side by side. It's going to dwarf it with the 44 millimeter, 40 versus 44 millimeter. But that's not too bad looking at all. So find you a watch, wear it, and enjoy it when you look at it. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again hopefully soon.